Morrowind, and haven't really done anything since I last did the part 4. I ended that, so I'm gonna pick up right where we left off, grabbing the Ashen Fern and the Bones of the Fallen Guar, running through some of these quests, getting that done in the zone, and then yeah, then we'll hopefully get the Warden leveled up pretty high, but we'll see. It'll take some time. We'll grab the bones first. More bones. No, you did not see me. Oh, there's one. Okay, now we're headed back. How far? And I just used a lot of gold to recall at different way shrines, so I'm not going to do that. Hmm. This won't be an extremely long stream. I'm going to be doing this for a little while, and then I'm going to probably take a break. I've been doing this quite a bit today. Probably play something else for a little while and then come back to it. Might do some work on my mag sort character, play some battlegrounds, do something like that. But then come back to this, and goal is to get it up to 20 tonight. So be a little bit since I'm at 15, like just hit 15 and a half almost now, but very doable. That's the plan for the rest of the night. But yeah, so in any event, this might be somewhat of a shorter stream than usual. The other ones have been at least an hour or more. Might not be quite as long, but we can still get a lot done and see if we can finish a few more quests. Okay, so guess I can do this one first. I don't necessarily know. Yeah, take the gold, take the gold. Okay. There's another one up here. How far away? That's pretty close. It's another. Oof. Close one. And another offering. Talk to the tribe's wise woman. Placed all those offerings.
You surprise me, outsider. All here assembled say you are both brave and courteous, a hero worthy of praise. Yet, I still sense a hidden motive. I do not know this name, Haleron, but there is an ancestral tomb nearby. It hides among the rocks to the west, beyond the fire river we call Drura. I would not go there, outsider. Tombs are like guars. Left untended, they grow wild and feral. No, but I have heard their cries. The spirits that dwell there sound anguished. They have a story to tell, I think. They long to be remembered. I'm sorry, but I have no ear for their tales. My basket of...
Hmm.
That was some first-rate diplomacy. You're practically a clan friend already. I saw you speaking to the wise woman. What did she say? No surprise there. Without communion, our ancestors grow agitated. We Dark Elves tend to be prickly in life. We're doubly so in death. I have to know if the tomb belongs to my family, but I'm in no great hurry to cut down the spirits of my ancestors. Would you? What a relief. Take this sash. It bears the Haleron family crest. If the spirits lurking in the tomb are of Haleron blood, they'll recognize it. It might not keep them from attacking, but anything that could prove it's my family's tomb. Seals, engravings, anything. You could also try talking to the spirits. The tablet I found referred to someone named Dranath, a family patriarch. Perhaps you'll find him inside. 3 protect you.
Okay, let's hop in this ancestral tomb, see if we can find Drano. Okay. Rainoth Hilarion.
But your blood runs dry as ash. You are no Heleron. If you come as a friend, prove your intent, pay homage, or join us in death. We were nomads once. It was Saint Veloth's doing. He taught our hearts to wander. In those days, the first Ashkams called me brother.
Yeah, my advice for anybody starting to play this, if you're just watching, about to start off, search all the urns. They have so much in them in Morrowind. I don't know if that's... I've been wondering this, but I don't know if that's for also in base ESO, but I mean, tons of recipes and furnishing patterns, diagrams, praxis, everything. Like, look at all these urns there are.
The mountains. We linked arms with the other tribes and hunted the great Scar. My spear, I struck the final blow. All of Veloth's children embraced and triumphed. Then everything changed.
Yes?
I need to use that.
Can I help you?
Speak. May I?
I'm just gonna dismantle all that stuff anyways. Or deconstruct, I should say.
After Scar fell, my people cried out for the quiet life, with crops and strong houses. We silenced our Velothi hearts and settled beside the Foul River. Scar provided with chitin and meat. We thrived. There was peace, then bloodshed.
Hey, look, he's missing a left arm.
Took their place. The soul's darkest pinch. They painted their faces and slaughtered. But our host lost. The last of the Hilerons left the wastes. You've paid your respects and listened, even as my family tries to kill you. Your heart is pure. Come, find me in my tomb. I will speak with you there.
Oh, I didn't mean that.
I sometimes forget the courage and vigor of the flesh. Years harden us, make us cold and suspicious. On behalf of my family, I beg your forgiveness. What brings you to our forsaken tomb? Yours is the only living heart that knows our sad tale. Truly, the Hileron name survives? Then there is hope for our house after all. You must take my spear and deliver it to this Drellith. As long as a member of my house carries that spear, the strength of the Hileron lives on. Yes, tell him that Aldrin was, is, and forever shall be our home. So long as my house lives in exile, the spirits that haunt this tomb shall never know peace. Drellith must claim his share of this land. The children of Ash may have forgotten our name, but they will not have forgotten that spear. The weapon that slew the great Emperor Crab.
That's kind of cool.
Wise women and far seers will know its power. If he brandishes the spear, they will listen.
That's cool. Too ancient to use, but filled with symbolic power.
You're back. Just in time, too. The Ashlander's mood has soured since you set out. I'm not sure how much longer I can linger here. Tell me, did you find anything in the tomb? Is this... By the three, this is Calderas, the Hileron Spear of Myth. I've seen illustrations, but I never thought I'd hold it in my hands. Remarkable. Did my ancestors say why he wanted me to have it? So my ancestors fought alongside the Ashlanders to bring down the great Emperor Crab. Unbelievable. But what happened to them? Why did they vanish? Yes, in the shadow of Scar, we found our home. There are few things more sacred than a dead hero's wish. I will see our home rebuilt, our tomb restored. I will honor my ancestors. House Hleron owes you a great debt, my friend. Thank you. Wise mothers, I apologize for my haste earlier. I was simply desperate to reunite with my ancestors.
That spear. I sense... Where did you come by it?
Our mutual friend found it in my family's tomb. It belonged to my ancestor, Dranoth Hleron.
Dranoth? Wise one. Isn't that...
Yes. The unsung. Wiped from our history when he led his kin away from the Velothi path.
You know him then? Dranoth battled Scar alongside your people, didn't he? He used this spear to fell the beast.
Yes. Dranoth's kin, your kin, were once clan friends. When Dranoth left the path, our Ashkan slaughtered him and his people. A sin that still haunts us. We rarely speak of it.
Perhaps we can make amends. I have no quarrel with the tribes, but my ancestors have claim here. Aldrin is our home.
Absolutely not. The houses claim our land, our livelihoods. They will not take Scar from us as well.
Farseer, I have no desire to displace anyone. I will welcome the Velothi people to my table. Your pilgrimages, your cans, your celebrations, all will remain as it is. You have my word.
The sins of your great houses do not wash away the unsung's claim. The Velothi people honor the past, even when it is inconvenient. Settle here if you wish, son of Dranoth. I only pray that Scar is big enough for both of us.
Thank you, Wise One. You honor me and my ancestors. I vow to show your people equal respect.
That's a pretty cool storyline right there. Another great side quest. If I can get these rings, save me some time of farming for Plague Doctor. Although I can't imagine. Yeah, whatever. I think they drop in zones, and they're actually pretty easy to get dolmen farming, so I'll probably not worry about that. The dungeon rings that expensive, although they are bound, so I'm just talking in circles here. Quests. Not doing that one. I'll just abandon that for now. I think this is the Telvanni, and this gets a personality, which would be kind of cool to snag. Okay, so I need to obtain that either the mine or in the city. I don't know if I can steal it yet because I'm not high enough level this brand new character to pickpocket that easily. Let's see how much this is selling for. Curious what people are going to be asking for these crafting motives. Foreman's key. 90k, yeah. Not worth it. Since I'm going to be playing this so much, it's really not worth it.
House Talvani still keeps slaves?
Shoot.
Your face is going to look good on a wanted.
Justice knows no sleep. I wonder if I left that back in the tavern.
Well, I got the key, but guards are not going to be happy with me. So I got to get into the mine. We're going to rip it through this guard. Here we go. Didn't even notice me. This guy's still trying to sell this militant ordinator sword, or the full set, for 1.2 million. That's ridiculous. It's so expensive. Not happening. A seer died in that man. I need a quick refresher on this quest. This is his brother, partner, Benar's hiding. Well, this isn't the Telvanni, but that's fine. Worry about it. Come across that quest when we do. What does that say? Things frozen, turning black like ebon stone. If you find this message, send help. Can't feel anything. Who's the Gavros? Oh, because the first quest in the zone I did was to stop Khajiit making skooma. All right, search the Daedric ruins. Hmm. Interesting. Come on, Gavros.
You. I
Ooh,
didn't recognize you.
he doesn't look
You
good.
made a terrible mistake in coming here. Do you feel it yet? The cold rush through your veins, the stiffness in your joints. Only a matter of time now. Only a matter of time. You really haven't figured it out. You're denser than those stone fiends. Master Rethan brought me on to study a Daedric text, a formula for turning living flesh into a substance akin to ebony. Not a perfect match, but close enough. Something like that. But what does it matter? I'll be frozen solid soon, black as midnight. A commodity, nothing more. Ironic. You mean to rob me, I suppose. The scroll's just there. Have a care with it. Wealth always comes at a price. No, I speak modestly when I say that if there was a cure, I would have found it already. I guess I could squander my remaining hours searching for a remedy, but I'm an alchemist, a daedrologist. We don't trouble ourselves with things like hope. I leave that nonsense to priests and children, the mentally ill. What? Afflicting all these miners? Oh, spare me your crude moral outrage. They were wastrels, laborers that were too ignorant or too lazy to find work anywhere else. This is none. I'd invite you to kill me, but given that I'll be dead soon anyway, it's hardly worth the effort.
Nice.
Why do you even care? Well, fine. I altered the formula, turning the liquid decoction into a vapor. It proved to be very effective. Unfortunately, it was nearly impossible to contain. Hence, this.
Hey. 3 levels. Let's see. Malor Wraithen.
Ah, I'm glad to see you made it back in one piece. So, what have you learned? Anything? What? Well, that sounds ghastly. To think that my own brother would be capable of such a thing. We must move quickly. Did you find any evidence? I'll need some... Well done. I have a final task for you, if you're willing. I must take this to the trade baron, Councillor Riveth. He's staying at the Balmora Inn. Alas, travel to the Rethan Manor House and detain Benna. Once I've explained matters to Riveth, he'll send Hlalu constables to collect my brother. After this, I'll ask nothing more of you. You have... That the men I worked tirelessly to hire were being used as fodder for some vile experiment? Absolutely not. It's appalling. Why would I have sent you to discover what was going on if I already knew? Yes, I hired him at my brother's insistence. Something about valuable books and scrolls found in the shrine. We planned to sell them off once Gavros translated them. That's what I thought, anyway. Wait, Gavros still alive? I see. That is unfortunate. But I suppose that's the risk you take when you start brewing foul decoctions and poisoning innocent miners. Not long. He tends to be brusque. Once I've explained the situation, he'll waste no time bringing Benna in for questioning. It will be brief, I assure you. They will punish him severely. He'll definitely lose his share of the estate and the ebony mine. He may even lose his life. In either case.
Oh, I'll have to bear the family assets alone. You know, I've never met this man. I'm starting to have a feeling it's this Baller. That's or what's his name? Mahler, Rathan, Mahler. That's the one that has been doing all those experiments in the mine with Gabros. That's my guess.
The last piece of the puzzle. Time to tie up loose ends.
Mahler, I knew it. Where is that meeting?
You don't appear to be holding my drink, so I'm sure I have no interest in you. Off with you. I am. Young Mahler and I were talking about the sudden success of his mining enterprise, built on some irregularities that I'd prefer not to discuss. Not that it's any of your business. Who are you? Why are you meddling in My. This is damning. Dear Mahler tried to hang this whole business around his brother's neck. And yours. A prudent, albeit sloppy affair. House Hlalu can ill afford such a scandal, and I hate to be lied to. Kill Mahler, and I will reward you. What would I do with him? Chain him to a post? His life no longer serves the house's interests. I don't expect an outlander to understand, but this needs to be done. Honestly, I doubt he'll give you a choice in that. His city residence, I expect, just across the river. Do be quick about this. I'm anxious to be done with the brothers Rethan. No. What scroll? Don't tell me there's more to this fetching disaster. Does it now? Listen carefully. Don't breathe a word of this to anyone else. If Mahler has this formula on him, bring it to me. The reward will be significant. By the three, what a mess. I'll put some of my Oathman on it. Oathman I can trust. If we can clear out the riffraff, it might be salvageable. If not, we'll simply collapse the thing. Better to bury it than let some fool stumble upon Mahler's folly.
I agree. Oh, come on. There we go. Didn't even get a chance to talk to him.
You.
Still don't get a chance to talk to him. Okay. Right back to the councilman. Get my significant reward. Which I have no idea what that means.
Quietly now. Is it finished? Well then, this unfortunate little tale comes to an end. I've already dispatched some of my best agents to clean up Rethon Manor. We'll tend to Excellent. Best hand it over to me. Something so dangerous should not fall into the wrong hands. House Flalu can keep it safe, or destroy it if we deem it necessary. This will earn you some favor with our house. I'll even double your pay.
Oh, I don't know. I mean, I'm out running around quite a bit. It's easy. I could potentially lose it. The more dangerous, he's giving me twice the gold. I'd like to know how much first. And what this favor with the house entails. If that's just kind of seems ambiguous, but we'll see.
You've proven to be a reliable assistant. House Flalu.
Wow. You doubled my pay by giving me 92 more gold.
This whole affair
Awesome.
left me with quite a headache. Still, I may call upon you again in the future. Here, double pay as promised.
Horrible. Selling all of that.
How may I serve?
I don't care enough about that.
Please, if you just listen. I'm in need of a strong set of legs, traveler.
And you look like one capable of protecting yourself. I have an obligation to my family. No, a duty of utmost importance. But I have grown too feeble to fulfill it. If you would take this memory stone to the few places of significance in my life, I will pay you well. It allows one to archive memories for future generations. I hope to do this for my children, who have grown estranged. Invoke my stone at the locations I've marked on your map, and the memories I wish to archive will manifest. I thank you for your aid. Fewer than ever are willing to aid their elders in these troubled times. Now I suppose the distance with my children is my fault, not theirs. It is a rare
Deep. This man's deep.
Long ago, Red Guard warriors carried them into battle. One of the most famous was a sword singer in the First Age, Makeleleki. No historians will cherish my thoughts, certainly. But perhaps my children will come. I purchased it from my master, Drennan, a Telvanni mage of middling repute. I have served him for how long? Many, many years. For as long as I can remember. I will serve him. Ah, yes. Mills. My son has never really forgiven me for never being here for them. He's a stranger in my own home. No. Nary are less than Mills. But both my children grew up largely on their own. My duties to Master Drennan consumed a great deal of my time. You'll know soon enough, as will they, I hope. I failed them as a father. I cannot travel with you, but I have attuned this stone to my soul.
Okay. I guess I'll talk to him.
Do you make a habit of randomly accosting people while they fish? I don't see how that's any of your business. I've nothing to say to my father or those his Telvanni master employs. Whatever this is about, it's no concern of mine. My father managed to leave me out of his life. He can leave me out of his problems too. You want to talk? My sister Neria works the state.
Oh, jeez. Bringing me out.
Why, you look like a well-traveled individual. If you're looking to give your mount a well-deserved rest, you've come to the right place. My father? Oh no, has he taken a fall? Or did he ask you to do something for him? He's been declining of late, and I'm afraid he's not entirely in his right mind. Oh, Mills. He was so young when Mother passed. I've tried to explain that Father had to work to keep a roof over our heads, but it's been difficult. I raised Mills myself while... Oh, yes. Father is well regarded among the Telvanni masters, even though he's never...
Well, it's the Telvanni personality that I'm hunting, so sure this quest is gonna bring me to it.
That's impressive on its own. They don't trust easily. I'm afraid I don't know. All he's been able to tell me is that part of his contract with Master Drenham forbids him from disclosing any of the Master's business, even to his own children. Whatever he's doing, I'm certain it's important. I wish he didn't have to work so much. Master Drenham pays well, but sometimes I worry he will work Father to death. He's just so tired all the time. Even when he finds time away, Mills refuses to see him, and I know that hurts him dearly. I did for a bit, after Mother died. I didn't understand why Father couldn't be with us until I grew up and learned how hard it is to keep a family housed and fed. Now I appreciate all Father's sacrifices for us. I just wish Mills could see it.
Okay, where do I gotta go? Oh, that's not too bad. I'm trying to think of what the best way to get there is. It's definitely the way I was going. Did I mention I love the music in this game? I think I did. Yep. Gotta kill a lot of these cliff striders, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, Gilan, look! A duema gear. It's in remarkably good condition.
Yes, wonderful. I'll mark it down.
And here, another. These have fallen off the ruins.
Yes, that is peculiar.
Something the matter, dear? You seem distracted today.
Oh, nothing's the matter. I'm nervous.
Whatever for? If anything attacks us, I'll protect you.
I'm not nervous about an attack, Bravura. It's just, well, there's no good way to say it.
To say what?
Marry me?
Are you serious?
That's not the response I hoped for.
Gilan, of course I'll marry you. I love you. I just expected something more dramatic.
Well, I planned to propose at the falls, but today we didn't go to the falls. I had to improvise.
And this is why you've been so nervous.
Yes. Wait. Did you just agree to marry me?
Yes, Gilan. 12 times yes. My dear, distracted, adorable archivist.
That's wonderful!
Isn't it?
Oh, Bravura, you won't regret this. You are the stars to my sky.
Did you just come up with that?
Well, no. I've been saving it for the right time.
fascinating. I wonder how long it's lain undisturbed.
It could be years, decades even.
I'd hope to find more Dwemer relics, but I suppose the view is inspiring.
It certainly is.
Flatterer. You can see this view anywhere now, can't you?
And yet I never grow tired of looking.
Speaking of looking, we should start viewing larger homes.
What's wrong with our current home?
It's rather small, isn't it?
It's cozy. Just enough room for you and me.
And you don't see how that could become a problem?
No?
Well, you've done a lot more than look since we're married, dear.
At houses? Wait. Bravura? You're pregnant?
That happens when one enjoys the view, doesn't it?
That's wonderful! I'm going to be a father!
Yes, dear. Yes, you are.
We need a new house with a real kitchen and a second bedroom.
This guy.
Even 3 bedrooms?
One step at a time, dear.
At least this one's kind of close.
Open your eyes. Please, open your eyes. Yes. We fought them off.
Dying for nothing. What do you mean?
You're not going to die. I won't allow it.
That's ambitious of you.
I can mend more than a scraped knee. You'll see. Just don't move.
Feels better.
I told you. You're still bleeding. Just a little more. I can save you. I will save you.
Take care of the children. For me. Promise.
We'll take care of them together.
Promise me.
I will, I promise. But keep your eyes open.
I wish I could.
Bravura!
You've made these years so wonderful.
Bravura! Bravura!
Your wife signed a contract, Elon. She did not complete it.
But she died.
And now the crystals she was to procure for me have been acquired by my rival.
I've lost the mother of my children.
Your failings are not my problem.
We don't have enough money to pay you back.
Then we will sell your house.
We can't do that. Master, please. My children.
May purchase their own dwelling with their own money.
Mary's only just turned 8. And Mills.
You would offer an alternative?
What can I offer you?
I understand you have some aptitude for magic. You will serve me.
My children.
Will remain in your home so long as you do not violate our contract.
But who will raise them? When will I see them?
You will see them when I don't need you. Or would you rather see them in the street?
No, of course not. Thank you, Master Drennan. I will serve you.
You you sign your contract today.
Were you able to recover my memories? It's important they understand. No, no, thank you. You've recovered everything I need to explain. Well, to talk with my children. I'm not ask my children to come visit me. I feel like I can finally leave them with the answers I've never been able to provide. Tell Naria we need to talk about her mother. Naria works at the stables. She's always been good with guar, something she inherited from her mother. Mills will likely be fishing on the canal for dinner. He's always kept them both fed. I'm so proud of both of them.
Oh, you've returned to bother me again. I have nothing to say to that man. What is it about I don't want his money any more than I want his apologies? Does that man really think he can buy me off after ignoring me my entire life? Leave me alone. If Father needs someone to listen to his excuses, ask Neria to do it. Or perhaps you should stop butting into our personal affairs. Have you considered that? I have nothing else to say to you. Good. What do you want?
Back again? Father hasn't been an undue burden to you, I hope.
No, 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 he has not.
My mother? Father rarely mentions her. I can tell how painful it is for him to recall her, even after all these years. I was young when she passed, but my memories are pleasant. Did he say what this is about? What did he have you doing? How odd. Father always was dabbling in magic. Often it seemed like he had time for little else, though I know he did it to take care of us. Still, I'd better check up on him.
Come on.
The master went upstairs to rest. He did not wish to be disturbed until you arrived.
Let's go, Mills. He's still your father.
He has an odd way of showing it.
Mills has come to visit. Father? Father! Oh, Father. I suppose you were with Mother at last.
Couldn't resist disappointing me one last time. Good riddance.
If only I'd come sooner. Thank you. We all knew this was coming. But doesn't make it any easier to bear. My father was a good man, even if Mills never got to see it. I'm almost afraid to do so. What couldn't he just say to us all this time? Still, these were his last wishes. Thank you for making that possible.
What? A ghost? Daria. I so regret not being there as you grew up. What I could never tell you is why my life was not my own.
Shh, Mills. I think this is a memory.
Soon, I'll be able to share the truth with you. To share everything with you. Thanks to the efforts of this kind traveler, I have archived my memories on this stone. I hope one day you will find it in your hearts to forgive me and find the father and mother you never had. Here, I love you. I have always loved you. You've both made me so proud.
Father.
Why? Why couldn't you just fade away like you always do? Why couldn't you just let me forget you?
Because it's not just about him, Mills, or you. It's about all of us. Our family, together at last.
Very good. So let's see here. I do want that personality. I'm really curious, so I want to see if more clues. Reward for completing the Telvanni quest line in Vardenfell. I don't know what the Telvanni questline is, but maybe late delivery. All in Vivek City, though. Where's the Way Shrine? Okay.
I don't like the way the mountain rumbles these days. Makes me glad we're about to set sail and leave all this disaster behind us. We're headed to Sadrith Mora if that's where you'd like to go. Just decide quick. I want to sail on the next tide.
Interesting. Where am I? Oh, am I? Oh. Definitely got to get this way shrine. Probably grab this quest. Is that the halls of fabrication?
Mind your step. I would not want you to step on this random patch of grass. I jest, of course. The Telvanni force me to work, but I make sure it brings them no pleasure. I see you wear no shackles. Do you seek work? I know someone who needs... In truth, you would be helping many Saxleel, myself included. During my latest escape attempt, I met an amber beauty with eyes like summer rain. Her Lucial name is Sun in Shadow, but I call her my heart. She hatches a plan to set us free. Seek her out in Tel Naga. If I know my heart, she will be sunning herself in the light of some book. Always reading that one, always learning. If all goes to plan, she will read her books beside me in the boughs of a hist. Soon, I hope. Walk with Sithis, my friend, and mind the Telvanni. They spin lies like an elder at the yarn wheel. I ventured too far from the hist and did not heed the bird signs. Dark elf slavers spine-hooked me near Thorn. I escaped 4 times, but never for long. Eventually, laws are slippery things. The Ebonheart Pact outlawed Argonian slavery, but House Telvanni refused to join the pact. I thank you for your offer, but I tire of breaking free only to be recaptured a day later. Sun in Shadow's plan will earn us a last... Mages mostly. Members of the so-called Great House Telvanni.
I think this is going to be the quest. The main Telvanni quest line.
Using the word great. Great at ruining lives, perhaps. Yes, and Khajiit also. You see, for a Telvanni, life is nothing but a cheap struggle for mastery and control. Mastery of their dry-skinned magics, control of their mushroom towers, and dominion over people. People like us.
Alright.
Oh, dear Tyrwin. Ah, love. How cruel the fates that keep me from my heart's desire and force me to lock away my true feelings. Chains bind my heart, yet it yearns to beat free. Oh, what does an outlander know about the complexities of Dunmerry love? But you're only trying to help, and maybe I do need a simpler perspective. How does an outlander convince an overbearing mother? Of course not. Tywin is a slave. My mother's slave. I tried to buy her freedom. My mother laughed at the mere suggestion that I'd be allowed to sully our reputation with a noir bride. Perhaps an outlander's offer wouldn't rouse her suspicion. I don't expect you to pay, obviously. It's just that Mother might reveal what it would take for her to release Tywin if it was anyone but me asking. Knowing that might give me some idea of how to free my love. It couldn't hurt to ask, could it? Tell her you've heard Tywin excels at finding red star shells. Telvanni wizards prize them, and they're very rare. Most of the locals know that Tywin is the best at finding them. Mother loves to gloat. I couldn't bear gazing upon Tywin since Mother rebuked me. But now, I can't wait to see her lovely face again. I'll be down at the swamp where she hunts shells. Come.
This is so cool.
Yes, can I help you, Sylvia? Bless his eyes. Yes, I'm Sun in Shadow. Yoki told you I have a plan to earn our freedom, right? It will require finesse and discretion. I trust that I can count on you for both. She's a recently elevated Telvanni Magister. Not so set in her ways as the others, and probably more likely to remember her early struggles. I know she wants something from Zane Terraris. I need to find out what it is, then get it for her. I'm afraid not. I traded in some favors to get a better idea of what she's seeking, but I learned very little. Apparently her mouth, Eravin Ontham, has some correspondence that might give us a clue. I need that letter. Oh yes, House Telvanni has its warts, but it's a true meritocracy. With enough guile and cunning, even a lowly slave can sit on the council. I've studied spellcrafts before I could lift a broom. All I need now is the sponsorship of a magister. The Rana's been haranguing the council, trying to get their help in claiming Zane Terraris from House Redrin. She wants something in that shrine. I aim to get it for her. Her mouth, Eravin Ontham, has a letter that contains the clues we need. Be cautious in the council house, Sarah. House Telvanni is not just some beast you can slay. In this place, subtlety will serve you better than any shield. We have to play the game. Truthfully, it doesn't. Not yet. Telvanni plots take time to develop. If I demand the Oki's freedom too early, I show my hand. Suddenly, he's a valuable piece in the game, moved and sacrificed as the Magisters see fit. Do I sense a rebuke? It's not ideal, I know. Look, I treasure Yoki. He's placed his... It was during one of his many escape attempts. I was cleaning Master Otheri's tableware when Yoki burst through the kitchen door. He hesitated, even smiled. You don't see Mars slaves smile much. Certainly not when they're being chased by Nyx hounds. They dragged him off and threw him in the dry box. He told me he'd spend a year in there if it meant seeing me again. There's an old alchemist's proverb. No reaction is ever so forceful as the mixing of opposing components. A mouthful, I know, but it fits. Yoki and I occupy different poles on the same spear. He keeps me grounded. I keep him...
Okay, that's pretty cool. Ooh, do they have other crafting stations? Because I actually have some stuff to deconstruct. Does not look like it. It's alright though. I do need to deliver these mushrooms.
I'm terribly sorry, Master. It won't happen again. Another useful idiot approaches. And what trifling matter bring... I trust you're not here to waste my time. That would... So Edrino finally came through, did she? And she sent you in her place, no doubt because she believes I will turn her into a Vardvok. Or such nonsense. The things these commoners believe. I shall, of course, dock her payment for the late... If you're lying, you do so remarkably well. If you're not, it is of no concern to me.
Well, no concern to me.
Either way. Take it and be about your business. And tell Edrino that if she fails again, I shall locate another mushroom seller. And that concludes my deliveries for today. What an exciting life I lead.
And who might you be? Master Eravin is away on business. Has been for some time, in fact. I know a prowler when I see one. What do you want? No one just wanders into a council mouth's office looking around. I should report you. What are you really after? And do be honest, we've already wasted enough time here. Ah, the one about Zane Tiraris, is it? Well, I could call the guard and be about my day, but I am a Telvanni after all. We don't turn away an opportunity when it presents itself. Perhaps you could help me with a problem I've run into. It's a matter of literature, or lack thereof. I wrote a poem, you see, a cloying, drunken mess of a poem. The post delivered it to my darling Ethrandora just this morning. If you get it away from her, the letter is yours. She spends most of her time in the study, here in the council hall. She's very diligent, always leaning over one book or another. And the way she licks her thumb when she turns the pages. Sorry, you'll find her in the study, yes. The poem's terrible. Plus, if word got to my parents that I'd been courting a wood elf, I'd be written out of the will, repeatedly, with red ink. Then there's also the possibility of blackmail. Why do you think Ethrandora keeps it on her? She knows that if Master Aravan gets wind of this, he might dismiss me from his service. Clever minx. Working for a council mouth is a fine occupation, Fla. I can't risk losing it. She's such a pretty, dainty thing. Not at all like those other scrawny Acon elves. Add a half bottle of Shane to a lusty heart and you wind up with some very poor decisions.
Well, that is going to do it for this stream, this part 5 of the Morrowind playthrough as the Warden tank. Making some progress. We'll probably be back on later tonight, do another probably part 6, and do that for a while and try and make it to level 20 like I said I wanted to. Got a few levels to go, but I think we'll be able to make it there. Thanks for everyone who stayed tuned and who's been watching these videos. And if you're looking for more Elder Scrolls content, just stay tuned to the channel. I'll be doing more on this and some of the other characters as well once this one reaches 50. Alright, thanks for watching.